멈추어라. 그 경계 너머엔 죽음이 도사리고 있을 뿐 그대들이 찾는 것은 없으니 이미 뱀에게 먹힌 자가 있구나.
What is up, Black Desert Mobile fans? That was the intro for the new Hashashin assassin class that just released for the Korea server in Black Desert Mobile. I do have him to level 56. I have all but of his ultimate skill unlocked. I am going to go over those. We are going to showcase those. This is kind of live, so we're doing it a little bit different. For his weapons, I can't say his weapons. They are called a Sangok-do and something else. I don't know. I'll put them on the screen so you guys can see them. This is called this is the main hand weapon right here. It is unique to just him. And then this is the offhand right here, also unique to just him. So if you plan on playing him, you're definitely going to save some coins. That is his weapons. For his dash ability. Let's take it out over here real quick and show that. His dash ability. He kind of like jumps forward and then stops a little bit. I'm not a fan of the whole stopping part, to be honest with you. I wish he would continue to go. That little stop right there. But that is his dash. Up next, we're going to show his Black Spirit skill. So here's his first one. Just like every other Black Spirit skill. And then here's his big one. Huge AoE Sandstorm. It looks like it does 2 hits. First hit and then a second hit. Let's see if we can get a little bit more info on that. Ignore the light stones. There's nothing in here at the moment. Where's it at? Right here? No. Right here. And then the red one. 521% damage on 6 hits. That's over 3,000% damage. It gives you super armor. It looks like it applies like a knock up on first hit, and then or stun on first hit, and then a knockdown on second hit, probably. Something like that in that realm. But that is the Black Spirit ultimate skill. As far as his skills go, his first skill right here, it does 2 charges, a 4-second cooldown time, 420% damage, which is 1,260% total damage. Doesn't offer a whole lot of other opportunities. It does look like it's more of a gap closer. I'll show you here what it looks like live in a second. For branch damages, AL and Sarit, its first sub skill is 1 additional charge. So actually that's 3 initial charges on that skill then. And that one is plus 20 AP for 10 seconds. So that's the 2 sub skills. I've been doing a lot of these videos, so I have a good idea. I've done 27 of these, so I have a pretty good idea of the translation. I might be off on 1 or 2 of them here or there, so I do apologize. But for the most part, I am pretty accurate. As well as if this is your first time here, make sure you check out the description down below. You won't be disappointed. All right, so up next, the second skill we got here. Oh, let's actually go ahead and look at the first skill. All right, so I got him kind of set up here. So the first skill right here, it's like a leap forward, and then he fans his blades. Does pretty solid damage. I'm 6,000 CP. This is Korea server. I don't go too crazy over here just to show you guys. Does look like it's pretty nice. Does also offer that, doesn't offer any CC, no CC, so it looks like it's just damage, sitting at just under 1,300% damage. The second skill we got here is 350% damage on 5 hits, which is 1,750% damage. You get super armor while using the skill, knock up on first successful hit, a bound on last successful hit. Branch damages, you have the choice between Ahib and Lebrev. Sub skills, we got plus 20 DP for 10 seconds. This skill is your passive heal, so 90 HP healed on 5 hits, so you're looking at 450 HP healed in total. and 60 bleed damage. Now, there is one thing I want to note. A lot of the assassin skills come with this extra 10% of your damage is applied as damage over time, I want to say is what the translation says. But I could be wrong on that. It's just about 3 or 4 of the skills have that feature. If you notice that red 10% under the 252% on the side over there. So that I believe it says 10% of the damage is applied as PvP damage over time. That is the second skill. Let's go ahead and check it out while I'm just taking damage in here. All right. Oh, man. What? That is awesome. That is sick. He jumps high. It's kind of like the Lancer skill. It's kind of like the Lancer ultimate, but not as long. Jumps up, slams down. So he takes out all the enemies around him, and then wherever he jumps to, he also does damage there. He doesn't jump very far, but if you spam it, you can get 2 in a row. Oh, that is a pretty sweet skill. All right, let's try it with this group over here and jump to them. Boom! Boom! Oh, that is a pretty sweet skill. Definitely useful for PvE and PvP. I like it. I like it. That's a winner. Second skill, it gives you super armor. It does look like that super armor works in the arenas as well. And it applies 2 CCs, and it's doing 1700% damage. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Second skill here is 2 charges, 5-second cooldown time, does 760% damage, does 2 hits, which is a total of 1520% damage. It's also giving you a knock-up on successful hit. Branch damage is down there as a choice between AAL and Lebrev, or Ahib. I'm sorry, that's Ahib. AAL and Ahib. For sub-skills, you have a 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds. And the second one is 10% range on that skill. Let's go ahead and check it out. And these guys stalk me. All right. Ooh. So he doesn't move, but he does a huge AoE around him in a radius. And that AoE is a pretty solid range. Doesn't hit all the targets, obviously. But that AoE is pretty solid range. I like it. Does a decent amount of damage, too, at 1500%, and it applies a knock up. That is a great combo skill. So if you charge in there, use one of the charge skills, and then hit him with that. That is pretty nice. All right. What do we got next? The fourth skill. It's come in with 1 charge, 6-second cooldown time. Hold on 1 second. These guys are going to beat me up. Fourth skill, 1 charge, 6-second cooldown time. It does 300% damage times 2, which is 600% damage. It again has that 10% damage is applied over time is the translation. Again, I could be wrong on what that red 10% means. That's what I get. Gets you super armor, but not in the arenas. You get 2 attacks. It takes it to 1200% damage. And what is that? That's a knockback. That's a knockback on successful hit. For its branch damages, you have the choice between AAL and Lebrev. For its sub-skills, it's giving you negative 20 DP on target for 10 seconds. You get 1 additional charge, so taking it from 1 to 2 initial charges, and negative 5% movement speed, I believe, is on that one for 10 seconds on target. Let's go ahead and check that one out. All right, you got to take him off auto again. He's using only 4 skills. All right, off auto. All right, so what do we got here? Kind of like does a slash in front of him. Let's check it out again. So that is a smaller radius. Wonder how far it goes. See if I can target this guy way over here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay, let's see how far it goes. If I can hit that guy. I did hit him. It does go pretty far. It does go pretty far. Let's target that guy. All right, so I'm targeting that red guy over there. Let's see if I can hit him. I just missed him there. Let's try one more time. So I did hit all the targets in front of me. Does have some solid range, so I hit him there. Does have some solid range. It's also offering, what do we got? Super armor and a knockback. So it is a pretty solid skill. It's giving you 1200% damage. It's a shorter radius in front of him. It doesn't attack around him, but it does have some solid range to it. The fifth skill we got here is an MP skill, 20 MP per use on 5-second cooldown time, 450% damage times 2, which is 900% damage. You get super armor. It doesn't say not in the arena, so you just get it whenever. And it is applying a stun on successful hit. For its sub skills, no branch damages on the right there, but for its sub skills, plus 20 AP for 10 seconds. And negative 5 MP per use, taking it from 20 to 15 MP per use. 1 second here. They got it right here. All right. That was it. A little short little burst. Small range in front of him. Doesn't have AoE. Doesn't hit to the side of him. Small range in front of him. Let's try again. Yeah. Doesn't really hit anything too far. Let's see if I can even hit this guy right here. Okay, yeah. See if I can even hit that guy right there. No. So, not the best of range. Only hits in front of him. Doesn't hit to the sides or behind him. It does offer super armor, which does work in the arenas. And that stun. So, this is going to be good to force PvP, obviously, because of those, and arenas. Does offer high damage, or not high, but decent damage output. 900%. It's probably on the lower scale, so not even decent. It's on the lower scale. Probably wouldn't use this one for PvE, although it does come with 900% damage on one hit, which is higher than some of the other skills. Like, so for instance, this one is 600% damage with a maximum of 2 attacks, but the first attack is you're gonna want to try to kill the targets with that attack, for example. All right, the next skill, number 6, we got 1 charge, 6-second cooldown time, does 790% damage to attacks, which is 1580% damage. So with that next, it actually says attracts monsters right there. So this skill actually pulls monsters towards him, so they attack you if you use that skill. It's very interesting. You get a stun on first successful hit and knockdown on last successful hit. For branch damages, you have the choice over there between Lebrev and Seret. For sub skills, we have negative 5% movement speed for 10 seconds. Combo, we'll get back to that in 1 second. 10% range on that one. And then the combo here, it's going to do the same damage as the initial attack. You got to hold the skill button in, and it applies a knockdown on successful hit. All right, let's check this skill out. Ooh, it's a pretty nice looking skill. Let's see if it has any radius on it. If I can click on that guy. All right, let's see if I can hit that guy over there. No, that's just hitting everything around him pretty much. Let's see if it hits targets behind him. Struggle bus. That like pulls everything in front of him and then hits him. So it attracts the monsters towards him. I mean, even that guy on the side. So it does look like it's got AoE to it. Yeah, everything around him died. So there's AoE, has some solid range. Let's check out the range. I mean, the radius on this is pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. It has a pretty big AoE radius. What do we got on it again? It's applying that stun on first successful hit and a knockdown. Does 1580% damage. That's a solid skill all around. Actually, I didn't hold the skill button in. I don't even know if I have that up. Do I even have that unlocked? I might not have it unlocked. No, I don't. 0 out of 1. Ignore me. All right, up next we got 2-second cooldown time. I'm sorry, 2 charges, 7-second cooldown time. Does 400% damage. 4 total hits, so that's 1600% damage. Again, with that 10% of the damage, PvP damage is applied over time. Again, with the attracts monsters. It applies super armor, but not in the arenas. And knock down on last successful hit. A daze on first successful hit and a knockdown on last successful hit is what it looks like there. For branch damages, you have the choice between Ahib and Seret. He puts his face up, so he gets stunned or dazed, and then the last one's a knockdown. For sub-skills, negative 20 DP for 10 seconds, and a 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds. Let's check him out. So he's right here. Oh, man. That just annihilates everything around him. That's a huge AoE skill. Has really, really nice range to it too. It's not a short AoE or a smaller AoE. Just hits everything around him. Everything. And it applies the stun and knockdown. And 1600% damage. That's a winner. Definitely for PvE and PvP. Both of them. Obviously, you'd have to close the gap before you could use this skill. It does look like it might have a little bit slower of a casting time, so that's the downside. But it does look like a really, really nice skill. A little bit slower there. What do we got next here? That's the one I just did. Comes with 1 charge and an 8-second cooldown time. Does 290% damage on 5 hits, which is 1450% damage. Looks like it applies a stun on first successful hit and then a knockdown on last successful hit. Doesn't have any branch damages tied to it. For sub skills, we got plus 20 AP for 10 seconds, negative 5% movement speed for 10 seconds, and 2-second cooldown time reduction, so that's taking it from 8 to 6 seconds. Let's check it out. It's this skill right here. It's a little bit longer of a cooldown time. So he throws a Sandstorm in front of him. Let's see if it hits to the sides of him at all. So it has more range in front of him. It did hit that guy behind him a little bit. Maybe he was just close enough. Doesn't look like it hits anything behind him. Let's see if it has any range to it. So let's try that target over there. Let's see if I can hit him. It does hit him, but I feel like that's about the limit of the range. So it has a radius to it as well, which is nice. Let's see if I can hit that guy. So I don't. So it doesn't throw it very far, but the range on it does help a little bit as far as the circular radius of the skill. It also offers decent damage, a stun, a knockdown. So that's a pretty solid skill. What do we got next here? This is probably the sweetest one of them all. 1 charge, 7-second cooldown time. Does 500% damage on 3 hits, which is 1500% damage. You get super armor while using the skill. It applies a knockdown on successful hit. No branch damage is tied to it. Sub skills increases the Sandstorm's movement speed, so that's the first one. This one is 10% range on the skill. And then 2-second cooldown time, taking it from 7 to 5 seconds. Let's check out the Sandstorm. I believe I have it up here. Yeah, right there. All right. Let's check out the Sandstorm. So he summons Sandstorms all around him. He throws them in one direction. They're huge radius. So anything in front of him, they go super far. Super far. Anything in front of him. It's like a huge radius, rectangular radius in front of him. That's crazy. That is awesome. That is definitely a very nice skill. I could see that being really, really useful for guild versus guild, node wars, siege wars, that type of stuff. It's also giving you a knockdown. So anybody that it hits, it gives a knockdown. So that's a really, really nice skill. The ultimate, unfortunately, I don't have it unlocked. I'm not level 60 yet. It does come with 1 charge on a 10-second cooldown time. It looks like it's a gap closer skill, which is different for ultimates, in my opinion. I haven't seen typically too many ultimates that are gap closing. Typically, they're heavy damage. It does 110% damage. Does have 3 hits, so 330% damage. Like I said, not a lot. You get invincibility while using a skill. You get super armor while using a skill, even in the arenas. No branch damage is tied to it. You can see right here. It has a stun on successful hit. For sub skills, plus 20 AP for 10 seconds and 2-second cooldown time reduction, taking it from 10 to 8-second cooldown time. So he like jumps in the air a little bit in front of him and then smashes forward. He does get invincibility while he does this and super armor. Looks like it's a pretty healthy gap closer. I can't obviously show you guys. I don't have it quite there yet, but it does look like it's gap closer. It doesn't offer a whole lot of damage output. It does stun the targets, so then you can combo them up with one of the other skills. The heal slash enrage is very similar to all the rest. 1 charge, 120-second cooldown time, 100 HP healed for 10 seconds, which is 500 HP, plus 50 AP for 30 seconds. 2-second cooldown time reduction on your evasive skill. For sub skills over here, 10% increase on your crit hit damage for 30 seconds and 2% increase on your Black Spirit Rage for 30 seconds. Let's see what it looks like. He like energizes up and throws his arm in the air. So that is pretty cool. That is the full kit for the Assassin that just released. He does offer definitely some unique features with those attract the monsters and those 10% increased damage over time from PvP damage. Again, I could be wrong on that translation. I do apologize. If anybody has the definitive answer on what those might be, by all means, drop a comment down below. I do not claim to have all of the answers. I know a lot of you guys like to see the outfits, so bear with me a second. I believe it's this bad boy. So there's the OG, the one that everybody sees. It's on the main screen. And you can see his weapons there. It looks like the first one's like a little short sword, and then the second one might be daggers or shurikens, whatever it is. You got that one. The hideous one. So bad. This one looks pretty sweet. I like those little Sonic the Hedgehog looking feature at the top. Let's check out the seasonal one. Whew, that one is pretty nice. I like it. Yeah. His swords too, they turn gold as well. So that is the full kit for the Assassin. That is his skills, his breakdown, his Black Spirit skills, his dash ability, his weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed. That covers everything. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this type of video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a regular on your way out, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below to help the algorithm out. And with that being said, I will see you next time.